This science fiction story begins on Earth, where the energy consumption of humans is rapidly depleting existing resources. If a means to generate energy is not found soon, human civilization could face extinction. However, scientists conducted ongoing research and finally arrived at a solution. It turns out that helium-3, a very precious metal, is found on the Moon, which could generate energy for humans. Helium-3 is not found on Earth because the Earth's orbit blocks the rays emitted by the Sun, and this metal is formed by the accumulation of solar rays. Since the Moon has no protective shield, it contains large amounts of helium-3. Therefore, a very large organization named LUR sent multiple missions to the Moon to extract helium-3. To extract helium-3, deep mining was carried out, and large harvester machines were deployed to extract helium-3 and send it back to Earth. This mission was progressing well, and due to the continuous arrival of helium-3, energy consumption on Earth had increased significantly. More than half of the population became dependent solely on helium-3 because it provided them energy. Now we see a man named Sam at the lunar base, who was responsible for controlling all the harvester machines. Sam was in charge of all the machines. In fact, Sam's 3-year contract was about to end in just a few weeks because LUR company only kept a person on this base for 3 years, meaning Sam would be able to return home after that. Before coming on this mission, Sam's wife was pregnant, and now, after all these years, she had given birth to a child. He used to communicate with his wife through video calls, but recently the video calling device had completely malfunctioned. Sam had also requested the company to repair this device, but even after a whole year, they had not fixed it. Sam didn't know the reason for this delay, so now he had to record all his messages and send them. He would receive replies from his wife only after a few days. After spending so many years alone, Sam's mental balance had started to waver because he was feeling extremely desperate. He would only be taken away from here once his contract ended. For the time being, he managed to keep himself together as only a few weeks were left for his contract to finish. Alongside Sam, there was an AI robot named Getty, who would assist him with his daily routine. As usual, Sam went to the harvester machines for their maintenance and control. Suddenly, he started having visions of a girl who appeared right in front of him. This was the same girl whose vision he had seen inside his base, which had caused him to burn his hand. Now, he was staring at the same girl, and his attention became distracted, causing him to crash his rover directly into the harvester machine, resulting in a severe accident. The glass of Sam's rover shattered, so he quickly put on his mask to ensure a continuous supply of oxygen. However, he still lost consciousness there. After a while, when Sam opened his eyes, he found himself inside his base, where Getty had brought him. Getty informed Sam that his rover had been badly damaged and that his life was in danger, which is why he had carried him back to the base. After some time, when Sam stood up and started walking, it felt like he hadn't walked in years. His legs had gone completely numb. But he somehow made his way to the control room. There, Getty was talking to someone continuously. In fact, Getty was communicating with some managers from Lunar Company, who informed him that one of their harvesters and a rover had been completely destroyed. While all this was being discussed, Sam arrived and asked Getty what he was doing there. Getty then lied, saying he was recording a video in which he was sending a message to the Lunar Company that their communication device had broken down. Getty suggested that Sam should rest. A few days passed in this manner, and Sam was completely healed. Now, he wanted to go outside and check the rover that had crashed into the harvester. He would have to go and fix it. Then he would be able to use the rover, but Sam noticed that all 4 doors of the base had suddenly closed. When Sam asked Getty about this, he was informed that no one had given him permission to go outside, and if he wanted to leave, Getty could contact the lunar managers for him. In front of Sam were the same 2 managers from LUR Company, who explained that his condition was very critical, and that was why they could not allow him to go outside. They were sending a rescue team from Earth to the Moon to fix the rover and harvester. However, Sam could not understand why they were preventing him from going outside. He began to suspect what was really outside, so he intentionally created a malfunction that Getty began to fix. Sam told Getty that to repair this malfunction completely, he needed to go outside. Although Getty did not have permission to allow this, he eventually agreed after Sam's repeated requests. Finally, Sam put on his spacesuit and stepped outside. He first went to the spot where the accident with the rover and harvester had occurred. The condition of the rover was severely damaged, but as soon as Sam looked inside, he saw the body of an astronaut. Upon removing the spacesuit, he realized that Sam and this figure looked remarkably alike. In fact, it was his duplicate. This was the original Sam, whose hand was bandaged from a tea spill, and the other Sam was also there, but neither of them trusted each other. Sam felt that he was still experiencing visions of the girl, just like before, and the same was true for the other Sam. For the time being, Sam left to conduct some research. Both Sam A and Sam B were completely confused about what to do. They both believed that one was the original and the other was the duplicate. Sam A suspected that there might be several other duplicates in the entire base because when his eyes had closed, Sam B's eyes had opened immediately afterward. It was impossible for anyone to come from Earth to the moon that quickly, proving that there were indeed duplicates inside the base. And there were indeed more duplicates present. Sam began searching the entire base for these duplicates, but he couldn't find any results. At one point, the emotions between Sam A and Sam B escalated, and they started fighting each other. Sam became very aggressive and ended up breaking Sam B's nose. Sam then directly informed Getty about everything that had happened. It was then that Getty revealed a secret: neither of you is the original human, you are both duplicates of the real Sam, who is currently on Earth. Whenever 3 years are about to end, all memories from your minds are erased and implanted into each other's duplicates, which would function for the next 3 years. Sam asked why he still remembered his wife, and Getty clarified that those memories belonged to the real Sam on Earth. Those memories were implanted in your mind so you could survive for 3 years. Sam A fell into a deep depression upon realizing he was also a duplicate. He directly approached Sam B and started talking to him more calmly. However, Sam B was also very confused. Sam told Sam A that he had seen Getty chatting live and talking to some managers from Lunar Company, but Sam B refuted this, saying that the live chat feature had been turned off, and no one could use it. But Sam A reassured him that he had heard and seen it with his own eyes that Getty was talking to them and answering their questions. It was possible that the LUR company had intentionally damaged the communication device so they couldn't contact Earth. The next day, a message from the company's managers came through, stating that a rescue team had departed from Earth and would reach the moon soon to fix the harvesters and return quickly. However, they had no idea that Sam had already gone outside. Now, Sam A and Sam B were sitting in their respective rovers and began to circle around the moon. They had traveled quite far in their rovers. Then they spotted a tower along the way. After doing some research, they discovered that this tower had been installed to jam signals, which was the reason they couldn't access live chat or contact Earth. This clearly meant that the LUR company deliberately did not want them to contact Earth. Suddenly, Sam A began to feel unwell and quickly returned to the base, where he started vomiting blood. Several of his teeth had fallen out, and he felt something strange was happening to him. He rushed to the control center to watch his old videos. However, he repeatedly tried to enter the password but had no idea what it was, and every time it was incorrect. Just then, the AI robot Getty arrived and typed in the password to unlock it. Now, Sam A watched many camera footages from 3 years ago and was completely shocked. He saw that, 3 years earlier, many clones like him had been brought in to oversee the machines. This meant that as soon as 3 years were completed, these clones began to suffer from poor health, and their contracts lasted for 3 years. Once their contracts expired, they would be placed in a sleeping chamber, and their bodies would be destroyed. Immediately after, another clone would be called in, restarting the 3-year contract. Now, Sam A started to wonder where all these clones came from. They must have been stored somewhere. So, he went to check near the destructive sleeping chambers. Finally, he found a small entrance inside the base. Sam A informed Sam B about everything, and they both went inside to investigate. There, they discovered numerous containers containing a large number of Sam's duplicates, or clones. It seemed that these clones had been programmed to wake up automatically after 3 years and restart the entire 3-year contract. Sam A and Sam B were very shocked by this revelation. When Sam A exited the tunnel, he asked Getty why he had helped him by entering the password. Getty replied that he was there to assist all of them, and he would do whatever was in his power to help them. Sam A immediately took the rover far away from the signal jammer and then made a video call to his wife on Earth. However, a girl, not his wife, answered the call. This girl was none other than Sam's daughter. Sam's daughter informed him that their mom had died 15 years ago. After this revelation, she called out for her father, and the real Sam, who was present on Earth, started coming over. Upon hearing the voice, Sam A ended the call and returned to inform Sam B about everything. Even though they were both not real, Sam A and Sam B felt immense sorrow over the death of their wife. Sam A felt that there was no point in living anymore since he was neither a real human nor did he have his own memories. On the other hand, Sam B was very angry and went directly to Getty, saying that they needed to revive another Sam. However, Getty replied that they could only revive one clone every 3 years, which would be against the rules. Sam B repeatedly explained to Getty that the rescue team was coming not just for machine maintenance but also to kill any extra clones that might be revived. Eventually, after much insistence, Getty relented and revived another clone, which was Sam C. Now there were 3 Sams in the base: Sam A, who was very ill and nearing the end of his life cycle; Sam B, who was angry and had just been revived; and finally, Sam C, who had just been brought back to life and was still unconscious. Now, Sam B devised a solid plan. He told Sam A that the rescue team would be arriving soon and that he had a clever way to deceive them. Sam B explained that a spacecraft filled with helium-3 constantly traveled to Earth and took 3 days to arrive. Therefore, Sam B advised Sam A to board that spacecraft, which would take him away from the base to Earth, possibly saving his life. After reaching Earth, he could live his life peacefully. As for Sam C, who was still unconscious, Sam B planned to place him on the accident side. Sam A decided to place Sam C on the accident side, so when the rescue team arrived, they would think that Sam C was the one who had the accident while Sam B remained inside the base. This way, Sam A could comfortably go to Earth without raising any suspicions with the rescue team. However, Sam A's condition was so dire that he realized he didn't have much time left. He understood that the La Company made all their clones identical, with a life cycle of just 3 years, after which these clones would die. Sam A insisted that he didn't have much time, but Sam B still had 3 years left, so he wanted to send Sam B to Earth instead. Sam A requested to be placed on the accident side while allowing Sam C to stay in the base, enabling Sam B to leave for Earth without arousing suspicion. Sam B felt that Sam A's plan made sense, so he took Sam A to place him inside the damaged rover. Sam A sat inside the spacecraft that carried helium-3 to Earth. After everything was set, the rescue team's spaceship landed nearby. As the rescue team entered the base, Sam B's spacecraft launched, heading towards Earth. Inside the damaged rover, Sam A, who was taking his last breaths, saw Sam B's spacecraft departing for Earth, bringing him a sense of peace. He passed away happily. When the rescue team entered, everything unfolded according to plan. They found Sam A's body at the accident site, which was now lifeless. Meanwhile, Sam C, who had just been revived, was present inside the base. Everything seemed to return to normal. Some time later, it was shown that La Company's shares suddenly began to plummet. This happened because when Sam B arrived on Earth, he exposed all the secrets of Lee Industries, revealing the truth to everyone. As a result, people stopped trusting La Company. Due to such a significant drop, the shares of La Company began to decline. In fact, La Company used these clones to save on costs, as it would be much more expensive to keep a human at the lunar base for an extended period. Therefore, they extracted DNA from several people and created many clones, storing them on the moon. After a specific time, these clones would awaken, and after their contract ended, they would convert back into another clone, allowing the cycle to operate at a very low budget. This is how our adventurous story comes to an end.